Okay, guys. Just like always, before I begin, I need to give the creators of this game some due. It is not my game. It is all property of Capcom. Characters, setting, distribution, production, editing, everything. Capcom. It is not mine. Please support Capcom for their official release. Okay? Let's go. Objection! That's right, Bear. Welcome back, everyone. Sky/Mike is back, and we're entering the trial of Turnabout Samurai. We gotta defend the Steel Samurai, but they took that kid when we last left off. I hope he's not used against us, but you never know. It's Edgeworth. 942, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. The manga's good. Mr. Wright? Please do not spoil it for me. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. How dare you accuse me? Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. But we're gonna have to go with it anyway. It's 10 o'clock, that means it is court time. True enough, court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there was other people present at the studios. Today, I'd like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Oh god, time for a nerdish. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? Oh. A Gordon Jinx impression of a British person defended I. Sorry about that. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until about 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Advice taken, Bear. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's see here. Hi, Mom. Alright. Okay, you paused a little there. In the employee area? That's right. It was the fight scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole time, lol. No you didn't. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just 4. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. Here, everyone had lunch in the employee area. I had a meeting. Okay. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, a little, I guess. It does seem odd now that you mention it. Cool. Mr. Manila. Huh? What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on a table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during the meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If he took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. You were in the meeting till the 4 o'clock press. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Alright, shoot, tell me. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, though, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. I'm going to press that as well. You didn't take a single break. Well... Yeah, not a one. Do you want to know what it is? Yeah, sure. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Oh, Edward's laughing. Well, tell us about the break then. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. On today's SSW, if there is one, actually before today's SSW starts. Actually, no, Bear, this will be the only stream, because I gotta get ready for work. There's gonna be good amount of traffic going westbound, so I want to try and leave as early as I can. I'll take the train if I have to. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. Who cares about base 12, Manila? Tell us about the break! Not enough time for somebody to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Yeah, tomorrow then. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I don't think it'd be even enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. Okay. What time exactly did you take this break? I say it was from about 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But there was only 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay, that's a little fishy. Why is that? What do you want? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Good work. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? No, it's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Do you want me to keep it neutral just to be safe? Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. Oh, me versus you online. Could work. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Could work. But I'll keep it a surprise, so that way, if they do see the new face, then that means they won. Do you mind if we do the match off stream so I can keep it a surprise for the people? Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I'd have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. But you know, I'm just happy that my friend Wolf was able to finally find the location for his Wolfmania party. Now we just need to see how many people are going to show up. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up! If you give up, what hope do I have? Right, real life edition. Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing becomes clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. No, there's not a Skymania. There's a Nolan special. I think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero of the children everywhere, after all. You... Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Man, I love this series. Order! Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. What's your question? Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. It's because, well, Mia had bigger boobs. so, like, Maya's taking on Mia's full appearance. Would a witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around! Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you! The nice lady! I'm Cody Hatkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth would be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if you couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. What, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. Like how he keeps trying to get out his sword. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy! Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down! Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya! Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Let's see. And then lying about that. Then suspicious. He did go through the woods. I'll remember there being a bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy? A person? Kinda tall? Skinny? Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course, Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. You didn't have your camera. Yeah, you usually carry your camera, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to press that statement. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, it wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. I want to stress out rehearsal just once. What do I do here? Nope. You mean this camera? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Is I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on the trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright! How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so! I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney! No one should lie in court! Okay, Phoenix, calm the fuck down. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Sounds like some people I know. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Hey, Blake Allen. No, there's no SSW tonight. This will be my only stream, and then I gotta get ready for work. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. So I might make this a little bit longer. Who knows? Yeah, okay. The bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, 'cause the Steel Samurai bombed the Justice! And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap! Something like that. Still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops! How should I play this? I'm sorry, you're being a little too vague here, Cody. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yeah, you missed the most important part. Objection! What is the meaning of this? The true witness stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! You know as well as I do he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright! How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of this fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of this fight? Camera. Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Take that! Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received his camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking at somewhere else at this critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens won't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. That's all? Yeah! I told you I didn't take a picture! I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even once? Nah, you definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hatkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture! Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hatkins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Objection!
Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? Flashback. I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you just erased it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hatkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day? Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from that day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Because the Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone! Ever! Your Honor, the witnesses revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! He couldn't handle the truth! You can't handle the truth! Order! I will have order! Witness! I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody. That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose the fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Here's the truth. The truth is... the Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and laid still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would a victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could have been anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. I believe it is... it's the number 2.
Take that!
I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose it's because I'm not confident about it at all. Do you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright? Yes, please, Your Honor. It's the 2 up here.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like it's a 2. It's clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edwards sees where I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. You're welcome, Bear Bear. Thank you, Bear Bear. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in that photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. They had to be Studio 2 then.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on a gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2 because no filming is done there. Nope, the trailer was there. As you might recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that was the security guard, Miss Olbag, saw that the victim was Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright. Now that you're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Mr. Jack Hammer stole the costume. I think it is this empty bottle consisting of sleeping pills. Take that! This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. I think it's the fingerprints. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Hey, Ken Alvarez. Sorry, there's not going to be any SSW today. This will be my only stream, and then I have to get ready for work. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Court is now adjourned. October 19, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Whew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we go to make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. To be continued, but I will continue on. I'll take this to the next trial start. So I'm going to do this investigation. In the meantime, let's save, because we don't want to forget to save. Believe me, I've forgotten to save several times, and it sucks. 3:27 p.m. Law office. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Hey, Blade! Blade, there will not be any SSW today. This will be my only stream, and then I have to get ready for work. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
There's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. We gotta go. Off to the main gate. Ah, great, it's you again. The old lady who won't stop talking.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Whew, she's alive.
Wow, threatening us with death if we even try to eat one of those donuts. Wow. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Director Manila, can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? It doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. What about Mr. Hammer? About Mr. Hammer?
Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper.
How?
Oh, Hammer, you dragged a star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Well, let's get out of here before you decide to rip my head off. Yeah, how did you trick me? Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Do you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must really want him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Oh yeah, yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Well, let's keep talking. About Vasquez. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Oh, I get it now.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. What about the director? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows his name's Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Ah, clever.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? We're gonna have to move back to the main gate. Oh good, you don't look like you want to tear my head off. That's good. Well then, let's move to the employee area. October 19, Global Studios employee area. And we weren't really.
I guess I'm not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done with by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No, girl, no! No touching!
Ah!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack!
I guess I could be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Well then, let's talk.
Are you looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Why did it come true? What are you waiting for?
No, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So the food on the plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Wow. What about the investigation? How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What about him? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Ow! Gonna burn your hands? Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Nice.
Wow, Fury of Edgeworth!
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Well then, I suppose that's all we need to do for now. We got our bottle back, and we got the steak plate. Where do I go from here? Dressing room.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No!
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means! 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Is that trailer part of the film set then? Well, first tell me, why do you have the last episode?
What do you mean, The Last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. And I quit, you understand?
How can I'm Steel Samurai!
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
The program is dead, but we hope to understand! Nick, say something!
Yeah. Evidence of what is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What exactly would I have to show her? Path of Glory. And this is... Years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk anyway. Well, that's just what we're gonna have to do. Go back to the employee area, back to the main gate. Yeah.
Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick! Penny Nichols! That's who we talked to!
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. Let's go. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press. About it more inside the... She went inside... Huh. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it...
On its own accord.
But... You were the cause! You pressured him!
Hey, I think I was just about ready to end this episode. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? I'll let him know I was able to stream, so I'll try and talk to him more about... was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she hid the photo. That photo is the one. Oh, give it to me now.
What? This is valuable!
Boys! Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
Photographed so badly. This is Mr. Hammer's photograph. This is his dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I've plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct. Hey, pal. So this is to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that, and ever since I Okay. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Won't it? It looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Wrap it up here because I'm gonna have to get ready for work. So, with that aside, let me just save here first. Tomorrow, we'll end the trial, and I believe we should have enough time to at least start the next trial. So, Sky/Mike signing off. If you venture to a casino, don't deal with the devil. I'll see you guys later.